Institution. 11 letters.
No S.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Countdown on this Friday afternoon. Shall we start with a little tickler?
Oh,
Carol?
yes, I
Got
love
a
your
little
little
tickler. I don't know who
tickler.
sent this one in, actually. Somebody sent it in. Very nice of them. Little tickler. An Englishman, a Scotsman and a Chinese man all get a job on a building site, yeah?
Yes.
Foreman points to the Englishman. See that sand over there? I want you to move it over to the site. He says, OK, fair enough. Then the foreman points to the Scotsman. You, Jock, you can make cement for the brickies. The foreman then turns to the Chinese man and says, and you're in charge of supplies, OK? An hour later, the foreman returns to see that no work has been done. Goodness gracious, he says. They say things like that on building sites. Goodness gracious, he says. What is going on? Well, explains the Englishman, you sent the Chinese guy for supplies, but he never came back. The hardware store's just round the corner. The foreman says, I'll go and have a look. As the foreman gets to the corner, the Chinese man jumps out from behind the wall and shouts, supplies! Now, I have to tell you, Richard Whiteley would have been proud of me for that gag.
He'd have loved that. That would have been a joke only Richard could tell, but now you're allowed to tell it. Yes, yes.
There we are. Let's meet our contestants. John Corby has had a terrific run. He's had 5 wins on the trot. His highest score, 118, which is the 3rd highest score in the series. John is 31 years of age and lives in Farnborough in Hampshire. 5-a-side football man, 10-pin bowler, etc., etc. And a Southampton football supporter, but never mind about that for the time being. Now meet Chris Bailiff, our challenger today. Chris comes from Scarborough. She's married with 2 children. She's self-employed in the catering industry, right? Enjoys keeping fit. Now I'm interested in this. In 2003, can I say your age, because it's got it down here? Do you mind?
58.
Yeah, but 2 years ago, at the age of 56, you became the British indoor rowing champion in your age group.
Yes.
That's brilliant. Now, how does it actually work? How do you compete against other people?
On an indoor rowing machine.
Yes.
And you do 2,000 metres and see how quickly you can do it.
And how do you relate it to the other people who are doing it?
Well, they're obviously on machines as well, and their computers are showing you what they're doing.
Right,
So.
I see. So you did that. Then you got ill in 2004. And then in 2005, you came back and won the title, beating the championship record again.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Give them both a lovely round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Bailiff.
And I happen to know, Desmond, you've got a rowing machine at home,
I
haven't
have,
you?
yes.
And how often exactly is it used?
What, in the 5 years I've had it?
Yes.
Twice.
You dust it down every
Well,
Christmas.
once, to be fair, because the first time was just taking the cardboard packaging off. I felt that was enough for one day.
It'll be on eBay soon.
It will be.
Let's move on to Dictionary Corner. With us, once again, I'm delighted to welcome him back, is a man who's made many, many appearances on Countdown. He's most well known, probably, for making up anagrams of people's names on this programme. So, sitting alongside our dictionary queen, Ned Tissue, please welcome Reg Orchid Tails, otherwise known as Mr. Richard Stilco.
Thank you.
Also, as far as I remember, Giscard O. Hitler is an anagram of my name, and Lethargic Doris.
I love Lethargic Doris. And
So
of
do
course,
I,
we were
but
talking
let's
about
not go on about
Richard
it.
Whiteley.
Yeah.
You named him Dirty Wheelchair in your time, didn't you? Dirty Wheelchair. Now, this is officially your 236th appearance on Countdown, Des.
Is that right?
Yes, yours is 138
138,
today.
yes.
It's sad that somebody
236.
counts, really, isn't it?
Well, no, we like counting on this programme. It has been known, but it has taken Richard 21 years to get to that number.
Yes.
Whereas with you, it's what,
5 months, isn't it?
Five,
Or something?
6 months
6
now,
months,
yeah.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. We go back, you
So
know,
it's
Richard and I, because we worked on Nationwide together in the 70s, didn't we?
We did.
70s, yes.
Yeah, you're the only one still working, I think.
Apart from your good self. Yeah, but they're bringing it back, aren't they, Nationwide?
So
Did I
they
read
say,
or something?
BBC.
Yeah, I think so. There'd be a job for you in it.
With
yeah,
the original
Richard.
cast, I hope.
I doubt that.
That'd be a good
Be a
idea.
job for you, though, Richard. We'll set you up
It
with
was
one.
great. It was good fun.
It was good fun in those days, yeah. Big
But it was
chaos.
at a time when there were 2 television channels And that was the choice you had. So everybody kind of watched together. It was a different experience from now when there are 150 channels and people are all over the place.
It was always chaos.
It was.
We recorded a bit of one of the sessions I did, the sports wide we called it, in the middle of it. And the makeup girl afterwards, she said, your hair needs a bit of a trim. I said, well, you know, I've recorded a bit. She said, well, I'll just give it a trim. She almost shaved my head. So I went from very short hair to very long hair, back to very short hair in the same piece, the same broadcast. A crazy girl she was. Shall we get on with countdown?
Let's do that.
Right, let's start with our defending champion, our 5-times champion, John Corby. Your letters, John.
Hi, Carol. Consonant, please.
A consonant, John. We start then with C.
A vowel.
E.
Consonant.
T.
Vowel.
I.
A vowel.
E.
Consonant.
H.
A consonant.
R.
Consonant.
S.
And a vowel, please.
And a vowel, thank you. And I.
And your time starts now. Right, let's start with Chris. How many, Chris?
6.
6. John?
8.
Right, what's the 6, Chris?
Cheers.
Cheers. And the 8?
Heretics.
Heretics. It's
Very
good, isn't it?
Very good indeed. Yeah.
What you got, Richard?
Heretics is the best,
Yeah.
certainly. We've got some 7s. You can be itchy and you can be itchier. And you can be chesty and you can be chestier. So both chestier and itchier are there. The murderer Christie is in there, but she wouldn't allow that. He's probably in there, isn't he?
I'm sure he's in, yeah.
He's in, yeah,
With
because
a
he's a famous
capital.
person. They have famous people in now. And recites, but Heretics is brilliant. 8, well done.
Heretics the best. Good start for our 5-times champion, John, there. Now, Chris, your chance to pick some letters with Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Hiya.
A consonant, please.
A consonant, thanks, Chris. T.
And another.
R.
And another.
K.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And a consonant.
D.
And a vowel.
I.
A consonant.
N.
A vowel.
O.
And another consonant.
And a consonant, thank you, Chris. That's P.
Okay, off we go. How'd you get on, John?
7.
Chris?
7.
What's your 7, Chris?
Pointed.
Pointed, yes. And
I've got the same
same
word.
word. Just show Richard there. Check it out.
He has. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Richard?
Nothing better than that. Protein you could have had. And a nice word, perido. P-E-R-I-D-O, which is
Yeah,
what? Susan?
IDOT. It's a green semi-precious stone. Comes up once in a while. It's the same as olivine.
Peridot.
Peridot or perido. Yeah.
Make a bracelet out of it or something like that.
It's one of those words like leotard that only turns up on
That's
countdown.
right. That's right.
Right, 7 points apiece. You're off the mark, Chris. Very, very well done indeed. And now some letters from John.
A consonant, please.
S.
Consonant.
N.
Consonant.
T.
Vowel.
I.
A vowel.
U.
A vowel.
A.
Consonant.
R.
A consonant.
M.
And a vowel, please.
And E.
Then we'll start that clock. let's go to Chris first. Chris?
A risky 8.
A risky 8. John?
9, I think.
A 9. What's the risky 8, Chris?
Numerist.
Numerist. We'll check that one out now. A 9.
Ruminates.
Ruminates. It's there, isn't it?
It certainly is. Well done.
That's a very good spot indeed. Yes, 18 points.
No
Ruminates.
numerist, I'm afraid. So,
No.
bad luck, Chris.
Academic anyway, because
Yeah.
John got his 9.
Yeah.
Ruminates means exactly...
Ruminates is to sort of mull over, really.
Mull over.
Sort of ruminating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if you're a cow, you do it, don't you?
you do. You chew the cud.
Chew the cud is ruminating, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And it goes through your 4 stomachs, and you don't do that on countdown, but you do ruminate quite a lot.
Yeah.
You only do it if you've got 4 stomachs.
And it's nothing to do with rheumatism either, darling.
No.
So you don't have to worry about that.
I don't.
No.
Because I've got a twinge today.
Have you?
I've got a just light twinge.
Have
yes,
you?
yeah, just down the side.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
not a ruminating.
I never talk about it though,
No, I know.
luckily.
Always in pain.
Always
but-
in pain.
Yeah.
18 points for 18 points for John. Well done, the champ. Now, Chris, some letters from you.
A consonant, please.
Oh, dear me, sorry. Q.
And a vowel.
Oh. A.
A consonant.
Q and A. W.
A consonant.
C.
A vowel.
E.
A consonant.
D.
A vowel.
O.
A consonant.
R.
And another consonant.
And a
please.
consonant, thank you. And N.
Off we go again. John first.
7.
Chris?
Just 6.
What's the 6, Chris?
Coward.
Coward, yes. And a 7?
Crowned.
Crowned. It's there.
Excellent. Yeah.
Good. What else you got there, Susie?
There is a 7 there, dracone, which is a container used for transporting oil and other liquids on water.
Dracone.
Dracone.
Is that anything to do with draconian?
It comes from the same serpent, Draco, Greek root.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
If also you were in France, you might have the very important job of being a cock warden and looking after chickens. 9-letter word, not in the dictionary. Very poor dictionary.
Thank you, Richard. Score is 40 and 7 at the moment. We'll have some numbers now, and the champ, John, will have a go at his numbers with Carol. John.
1 large and any other 5, please.
And
Carol.
5 small numbers, okay. Thank you, John. We have then this time around. First one today, 7 and 3, 2 and 4, 9 and 50, and a target of, very nice, 3, 5, 6.
Yes, 3, 5, 6. I should be hearing cries of 3, 5, 6 any second now. Chris?
3, 5, 6.
Yeah, well done, John.
3, 5, 6.
Go on, Chris, you have a stab at it.
50 times 7.
50 times 7,
Plus
350,
4. Plus 4 plus 2.
plus 4 plus 2. Very nice way to start, yes.
Yes,
3,
John.
5, 6.
I did it exactly the same way.
Just check it with Richard there.
He
Go
did?
through the motions,
He
as
did.
it were. 10 points apiece. Very good. Nice. I know they're easy when I can do them.
Could you do that one?
Of course
I know.
could.
I can tell because I can tell by the look in your
A
eyes.
look of
that little
confidence,
smile.
brimming with confidence.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And your head goes up.
Yes.
You lose all twinges.
The twinge goes.
Twinge goes.
Always a smile behind the moustache.
Absolutely.
Always
I
a
can
smile
see
there.
it now. I
Yes,
notice it now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Scores are 50 and 17. Well done, Chris. You've got 17 points now. Jolly good indeed. Now let's hear from Mr. Richard Stilgo. Richard.
Feels slightly like intruding on a private conversation. Anagrams really are a matter of taking all the letters in a name, like Chris Bailiff, and making them drunk, and producing things like hic, labicifera. Remember Labby Seafra? Pop artist?
Yes,
Good
I-
singer he
20s,
was.
the good singer, yeah. There's also Chicago's Chief of Police, Chief Al Frisbee, which is Chris Bailiff rearranged. My favourite one is what Cockneys call the Prime Minister, which is Fish Face Blair. And the rather dubious Fifi La Britches as well. So really quite promising, quite a promising name. Good one. You're a rower, aren't you? Wasn't there a man called Chris Bailey
Yes.
who trained Oxford or trained Cambridge?
Yeah,
Who
he was
one of the
coached them,
greatest
I
rowers
think.
of all
But
time.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He was in the boat race separate. I worked with him on the boat race. He was the
That was out
colour
of doors.
commentator. Hmm?
Out of doors, presumably.
Out of door rowing, river
Is-
rowing.
yeah.
Do you row on the river ever?
No,
No, just the indoor
Just
exercise.
indoor
And how long
rowing.
does it last for when you do it?
as long as you want it to.
No, but when you're in competition, how long do you have to row for? Half
well,
an hour?
I did seven minutes, just under 8 minutes to do my 2,000 metres.
You keep going till you hit the wall. I'm done now.
You're done, Richard. No, thank you very much. I thought you might have been just pausing for effect, Richard.
No, I'm pausing because I'd run out of things to say. Des.
Okay, scores of 50 and 17. Let's have a tea time teaser. Main urge you'll see on the screen, main urge. And the clue, a plant that sounds like an element. A plant that sounds like an element.
Computer.
Competitive. Direct.
Rectify.
There we are, a plant that sounds like an element, geranium. Do you get that one, Carol?
That was quite a nice one.
Not bad, that one.
I
was
like that one.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, John Corby, our 5-times champion, got a 9-letter word which gave him 18 points, and his total is 50, a mammoth 50 after the first third of the programme. Our challenger, Chris, has got 17. Plenty of time, though, for you, Chris. And we'll start now with your letters, please.
A consonant, please.
Thank you very much, Chris. We start then with G.
And another,
P.
and another,
H.
a vowel,
A.
and a consonant,
M.
a vowel,
O.
a consonant,
S.
another consonant,
L.
and a vowel.
And a vowel, thank you. And I.
And the clock starts now. Tricky side to me. Let's see. Chris.
Just 5.
Yeah. John?
6, I think.
You think? Let's try the 5 first with Chris.
Lamps.
Lamps and a 6.
Amigos.
Amigos.
Very good. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
certainly there. Amigos definitely in the dictionary.
Spanish word, but it's in the
It's
dictionary,
in the
is it?
dictionary, yeah. Generalised now.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Good spot.
Very
Richard.
good spot.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that one.
We think we've got a word, I don't know what it means, ogans?
Ogams, yeah. with an
Ogams.
M. O-G-H-A-M-S. Ogham is an ancient British and Irish alphabet, and ogams are inscriptions in that alphabet.
Again,
A word
not
you use
word.
every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And one, a nice word, galosh.
Yeah.
6 letters. I don't know why you'd need just one of them. That normally galoshes is what you'd have, but
But you could leave one galosh. couldn't
you could
the
use
mud.
one galosh and then you'd only have one galosh left.
Yeah.
It might be a right galosh, but it'd be the one you had left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, meanwhile, back on Countdown. It's John's letters.
Consonant, please.
N.
A vowel.
E.
A vowel.
O.
Consonant.
G.
A vowel.
A.
Consonant.
D.
Consonant.
R.
A consonant.
J.
And a consonant, please.
And T.
And the time begins now.
7.
Chris?
7.
What's your 7, Chris?
Groaned.
Groaned, yeah.
Granted.
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 Granted. Groaned
Yep.
and granted.
Both good?
Groaned and granted and jargon and dragon. And then I had a thought that a dragonet might be a little dragon. And I asked her and she said, no, it wasn't. And she looked again, and it is.
It's not a little dragon, though,
Isn't
but it
it?
is a word.
I don't mind what
Fantastic.
it is, as long as it's there.
It is there, for 8. Because dragnet was there, and you put an O and you have dragonet, D-R-A-G-O-N-E-T. It's a marine fish which often lies partly buried in the seabed.
A dragonet.
Hey!
For 8.
Yeah.
For
8.
Dragonet for 8. Good. Excellent. 7 points apiece for our competitors, though. And the scores are 63 and 24. Chris, your letters, please.
A consonant, please.
N.
And another.
T.
And another.
P.
And another, please.
And R.
A vowel.
E.
And another.
U.
And another.
I.
And a consonant.
L.
And another consonant.
And a consonant, thank you. And S.
And 30 seconds from now. Any good, Chris?
No, sorry, I've fluffed that because I've got too many letters, sorry.
Oh, have you? Oh, bad luck. John?
8.
An 8. Right, what's the 8?
Splinter.
Splinter?
Excellent.
Yeah, well done.
Very, very good.
Well done.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Richard?
We didn't have that.
No, it's tough to match this boy,
We
isn't it?
did not have
Yeah.
splinter. That's very, very good. We had lots of 7s. Puniest and utensil, punters, an anagram of punters, punster, which is a useful thing to be on this programme. But splinter, 8 letters, terrific. Well done.
He's one of the top boys, Carol. He's a tremendous score. He's
He is hot.
71 points already. 71 points, extraordinary total halfway through the show. Now, it's your letters, John.
Consonant, please.
B.
A vowel.
A.
A consonant.
T.
A consonant.
Y. As in Nora, Batty.
A vowel.
O.
A vowel.
E.
A consonant.
S.
A consonant.
N.
And a vowel, please.
And a vowel, thank you. And O.
30 seconds. Now, John.
8.
Chris?
8, but not written down.
Better have your 8 first then, Chris.
Bayonets.
Bayonets is there.
Same
You've got
word,
the same
yes.
You've got it written down, have you? So
He has.
good
Yep.
spot by both of you.
Dragonets, 2 rounds ago. Bayonets this time. Things that you stick on the end of a gun, and if you're Corporal Jones, they don't like it up 'em. That's what you do with a bayonet. Sorry to bring that up at tea time, really. And that's all we had,
That was
isn't
it, yeah,
That was the
that's
lot.
our only
One
8.
8-letter word. Yeah.
Bayonets. Right, good. It's numbers time. Chris, your stab at the numbers with Carol.
1 from the top and any other 5, please.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Let's see if it's as nice as last time. Let's hope so. We have 4 and 10, 2 and 4, 5 and 25, and a target of, very nice, 625.
625. Chris, could you do it?
625.
Yeah, well done, John.
65.
Go on, Chris, you have a go.
2 times 10 plus 5.
2 times 10 is 20, plus 5 is 25. I'm sorry, this board is falling apart here.
Times
Yeah.
25.
Multiplied by 25. 25 squared is 625.
All right, jolly good, John.
Slightly different. 10 divided by 2 is 5.
10 over 2 is 5.
Multiplied by the other 5 is
Multiplied by
25.
5 is all the 5s here, going all the way. Multiplied by the 25, 625.
625, 10 points apiece. Well, Chris, you're building up a reasonable score there, 42 points, but the young master here he's got 89, extraordinary score. Well done, doing very well indeed. The score's at 89 and 42, as I say. Now, a little tea time teaser for you. Thrown ha, you'll see on the screen. And the clue, is this shrub rather baggy? Is this shrub rather baggy?
Mollify.
Lollipop.
There we are, hawthorn. Now, I might have to explain the clue here. Is this shrub rather baggy? Well, you see, the Baggies are West Bromwich Albion, who play at the Hawthorns.
No, I didn't realise that.
Football one, intellectual one, see?
Well, no, you say, how can you say it's football and intellectual? It was general knowledge, that.
You're insulting the great game of the nation.
No, not at all. I was just saying. And I like the Baggies.
Yes.
Some of my best friends support the Baggies.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. That was the clue. Scores 89, 89 and 42. John, your letters.
Consonant, please.
D.
A vowel.
A vowel. E.
Consonant.
X.
Consonant.
R.
A vowel.
A.
A vowel.
U.
Consonant.
V.
Consonant.
And R.
And a vowel, please.
And that is A.
Your time starts now. What do you make of that lot, Chris?
Just 5.
5. John?
Also 5.
Mm-hmm. What's yours, John?
Raved.
Raved.
Same
word, is it? Absolutely right. 5 points apiece only. Richard, you do any better?
We've got nothing longer than 5, no. We had raved, and Susie's got a word I'd never heard of.
Durra, D-U-R-R-A, which is a grain grown in northeast Africa, between northeast Africa and India.
Now, some more letters from you. Chris, please.
A consonant, please.
Thank you, Chris. L.
And another.
C.
And another.
Oh, Z.
And another.
T.
And a vowel.
O.
And another.
A.
And a consonant.
F.
Another vowel.
E.
And a final consonant.
And D.
Z seemed to be coming out today. Good, John?
7.
7. Chris?
7.
Right, what's your 7, Chris?
Floated.
Floated, yes.
Located.
Located. Floated and located. 2 7s,
Yeah.
2 good 7s there.
Good 7s.
Richard,
That's
anything
fine.
better?
No,
Anything
nothing else.
Okay.
Phased is the only one we could find with the Z in it, but no, nothing more than that.
Okay, thanks very much indeed. 7 points apiece. Scores 101 and 54. Last letters round now for you, John, please.
Consonant, please.
S.
A consonant.
N.
Consonant.
G.
Vowel.
U.
Vowel.
E.
Vowel.
A.
Consonant.
T.
Consonant.
R.
And a vowel, please.
And I.
And we'll start the clock. Chris.
7.
John?
7.
What's your 7, Chris?
Rusting.
Rusting. John?
Seating.
Rusting and seating for 7 apiece.
Yep.
Now, Richard.
There's an 8, urinates, angriest, and we think there's a 9, is there not?
Yeah, there certainly is.
Nine.
Signature is there.
Signature. No, it just had the look of a good set of letters, that,
Yeah.
and it all fell out.
Unlike you to miss a 9, John.
I know.
Can't have 2 9s in the same show, not fair.
It would be a bit much, wouldn't it? 7 apiece, 108 and 61. Right, some numbers. Chris, it's your second tilt at the numbers board with Carol, please.
1 from the top and any 5, please.
Okay, thank you very much. They've been nice so far, haven't they, Chris?
Yes.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. Here we go this time. 7 and 3, 4 and 10, 2 and 50. Nice range again, just like the last letters game. And a target of 431.
431. John.
431.
Yeah, Chris.
Just 430.
431 away. Let's hear the 431 with you, John.
50 minus 7 is 43.
It is, yes.
Multiplied by 10 is 430.
430, looking for 1.
3 minus 2.
2 minus 2 is one way of doing it. And
10 points. 10 points. What a score, 118. And so you got a perfectly respectable score yourself, Chris, 61 points. And you shouldn't be ashamed of that. It's jolly good. But this young man's doing wonders here with 118. We have 1 round to go. You see that button thing there on your right, just beyond your glass? You get your fingers ready on that. We'll have today's countdown conundrum. Yes, John.
Retailing.
Retailing? Let's have a look.
Thanks very much. Well played.
Well, I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, not only is John champion for the 6th time running, but he has beaten the record score for the series. 128 is our top score, so give him an extra special round of applause. 128. Well, sir, you did very well there as your special round, eh?
Thank you.
Yeah. Feeling confident now? You're going through to the quarterfinals, so...
I'm okay, yeah, so it doesn't really matter now, does it?
You
Had a
see-
good run no matter what.
Well, you seen that boy Connor, have you?
I have.
Did
He's
you-
very good.
He's good. Did
I
you...
want to be as good as him when I grow up.
He's coming back looking for you soon. Yeah. Did you compete against him when you were at home? And
I did.
yeah, how did you get on?
I did manage to pip him in a couple of shows, but it's
Yeah.
much easier at home, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens when we get going with those quarterfinals in a few weeks' time. Well, Chris, you did pretty well. Did you enjoy the experience?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Do you ever get out on the river and row?
No, no.
you
We're near the sea in Scarborough, and
Ah.
when we could row, I'm busy with my work, so
Right.
I've never been on the sea.
Right. So you're going in for the championships each year now, as you?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And do you compete against men as well, or not?
No, no, just women in my age
Yeah,
group.
women in your age group.
Yes.
Okay. So, well, best of luck, and thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
That's Chris Bailey. Give her a nice round of applause to send her on her way. Thank you very much indeed. Well, You okay, Richard?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, it's really, really bad luck for Chris coming up against kind of a Steve Redgrave, really, in effect, wasn't it? That somebody on a real roll.
And she's met Steve Redgrave too, haven't you, Chris,
Yes.
by the way? Yeah. You presented one of your award,
medals,
your
yes.
British Championship award. You see, she's met Sir Steve.
He has incredibly long arms, Steve Redgrave, and it just shows if you do that
Long
for long
enough.
enough. They're much longer than anybody else's arms you've ever seen.
Let's have a look at your arms, Chris. Those perfectly normal arms.
Yeah, those are
Perfectly
normal arms, yes, just long enough to reach the button. Couple of poems for Chris, which I've had to change rapidly because I thought she was a bloke when I read the name. But I came in here with my trained journalist's eyes, I spotted she wasn't. There once was a tax girl called Chris, and if your returns were amiss, she'd say, do not fail, if you do, it's the bailiff, the law courts, and then the abyss. Oh, no, there's more, there's worse. There's more, there's worse, because bailiff is a lovely word. Rotten job, but a lovely word. A bailiff performs a strange role. If your money has gone up the pole, she'll turn up unawares and take all your chairs, which isn't much help on the whole.
Thank you, Richard. You return with more fare on Monday.
We will.
You'll be with us on Monday
Yep.
with Susie and Carol.
Yes, we should be back on Monday, and I think the quarterfinals start a week on Thursday.
Is it a week Thursday? Is
Yes,
it?
so you can get nervous about that now, John.
He's
week
in,
on
isn't he?
Thursday.
Having won 6. I think he's
Definitely in the
Definitely in at the.
quarterfinals.
You're definitely in at
Wow.
this stage. Yeah, you're in with your 6 wins, but you could be seeded higher if you become an Octo champ. We'll see in due course. We will see you Monday afternoon at 3:30. Thank you.